Hello, faggot lovers everywhere.
Well, hello there, and yes, I am playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Well, I've got the Cowabunga collection here, and just get the sound on. And yeah, so I'm gonna play the Dig once I find it here. Where are you? Yep, here we go. The original game. Zip. And what I'm going to be doing is playing it with this channel I found here, which is You Can Beat Video Games. And yeah, they do like walkthroughs of video games, and I found Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I kind of started playing it following this walkthrough and how to do it. And yeah, this is a game I had as a kid in the early 90s. I had this on the on the Nintendo, the NES, and yeah, it was always so fucking hard. And yeah, I could never beat it. I could never really get past the dam level. And yeah, so I'm going to use this and see how far we can get. I'm playing this on the Cowabunga collection, rather, is on the Switch 2. And I'm using the Nintendo Online NES controller. So I've basically got a official Nintendo wireless controller, which is the exact replica of the NES controller. So without playing it on the actual NES, and for everything upscale, and the fact that I can stream it like this, yeah, it's a good thing. So let's start the video.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is often regarded as one of the most difficult NES games ever made.
You're goddamn right.
Turtle fever was at its peak when the game debuted in 1989, so it's no surprise that it was massively popular. Every kid I knew with an NES had this cartridge, and none of us could beat it. Well, today
True and real.
You Can Beat Video Games, I'm here to dispel the myths surrounding this game's difficulty. Despite the thematic similarities, this is not Battletoads. Seriously, if you want to beat Battletoads...
Yeah, Battletoads was fucking insane. And what was worse was Battletoads on the Game Boy. Now that is a game.
I hope you have game cheating.
You have
Teenage
fun with
Mutant
that.
Ninja Turtles is a game that you can finish with a little bit of practice and the skills I'll review in this video. Let's get started.
Oh, top loader. Plays everything. Nice.
So you start in the overworld as Leonardo. There's a manhole cover right in front of you. You can go in that, but don't. It's not the way to go. Instead, you need to go into the third manhole. Definitely avoid the steamroller. It will kill you in one hit, and attack those foot soldier guys when you see them.
All right, so we're going to go in the third hole. All right, here we go. Oh man, I loved this game so much as a kid. And it was so hard. Alright, third hole. Alright, we got 2 buttons. Let's see what this guy said.
Down here in the sewer. Leonardo is actually pretty good at this point in the game, so just keep him on, attack any guys that are in front of you, and don't go backwards. Enemies respawn if you walk backwards. Now, pretty soon we're going to reach the first boss, Bebop, and we want to press start and switch to Donatello. Donatello is by far the best turtle. He does twice as much damage.
Yeah, Donatello is the best turtle in like all of the games. He has the he has the best reach and everything. Like, yeah, it doesn't matter what game you're playing, Donatello. Donatello always has the reach, and that makes him the best. All right, so yeah, let's continue.
Damage as Leonardo or Michelangelo does, and about 50% more than Raphael. You can just kind of stand there and smash Bebop without really even worrying about taking damage, and you'll just beat him. So Donatello is that good. Come up here on the overworld to this passage, and this is our first pizza stop. You can grab that pizza, exit the level, come back, the pizza is back. It's really important in this game to manage the health of your turtles. You never want to have one of your turtles die. Unless you get killed by some kind of instant death hazard, which there really aren't very many of. The only way the game will end is if all of your turtles are down to a tiny bit of health, and then they'll get knocked off one by one. So you really need to keep...
Okay, so yeah. I think I got the gist of that. All right, here we go. Whoop. Sound. All right, we're going to switch to Donatello. Ah, die, you cunt. Alright, so we want to go up here. Avoid this cunt. Die! Go on, come back in. Alrighty. Alright, now I'm guessing I'm meant to go in here. But let's see what the video says.
Keep Dawn healthy, and that's why I usually switch to Raph right after that little boss. This part is a spot where it's very easy to take a lot of damage, and Raph does the second most amount of damage in the game, so he's actually pretty handy here. He's the only one other than Dawn that can kill these red dragonflies in a single hit. So that makes him very effective in this part. Now, if you fall below the treadmill, you can just jump out. It's not a problem. We want to head up here.
I wasn't looking there.
Kill those. So you really need to keep Dawn healthy, and that's why I usually switch to Raph right after that little boss. This part is a spot of damage.
Here we go. Switch to Donatello. Here we go. Everyone knows this trick. Even I remember this one from as a kid. It's what comes after these bits. Like, honestly, like, just following this video, I fast forwarded hours and hours of what I did as a kid. Because I just explore every building thinking you had to. But yeah, once you start watching this video, it shows you the path. That's what this game really is just the path to take. Alright, let's check out more.
Close, start mashing the button. Whenever he jumps, he could get hit by your staff. Now, it might not happen every time, and there's a little bit of a rhythm to it, but if you just mash the button, eventually you will kill Rocksteady, and you won't take any damage. There isn't a pizza refill spot right at the beginning of Area 2, so it's very important that you keep your guys healthy at this point in the game. If you were to die sometime in Area 1 or 2, I would just restart the game, just reset. Alright, well, we saved April, and we are moving on to Area 2. I like that Area 2 is very straightforward. There's not a lot of overworld stuff here, you just go right in. Leonardo is very good here.
Oh, wait, hang on.
Overworld stuff. I like that Area 2 is very straightforward. There's not a lot of overworld stuff here, you just go right in. Leonardo is very good here. He can kill these enemies in one hit, and he has a very fast attack. Now, if you haven't figured it out, Michelangelo is hot garbage in this game.
Yep, Michelangelo, yeah. That's the funny thing. Michelangelo is the shittiest turtle in all the games, most popular turtle in all the media, and, you know, if you know how the Ninja Turtle story ends, yeah, he is the turtle. And yeah, I like that he's shitty because nunchucks are fucking shitty. Sorry, not sorry.
Michelangelo is to put him in situations where you know you're going to take damage and you're not worried about combat. He has the same bad attacks as Leonardo, so he doesn't do a lot of damage, but he has worse range, and he can't attack downwards through platforms either. Yeah, Michelangelo's best ability is for the swimming stage, which we're going to get to soon, and driving the party van. Alright, here's a half pizza up here. Power up your weakest turtle. Now, we're going to get to the swimming area very soon where we have to defuse the bombs, and it's very important that...
Alright, so I need to get up there and power up my weakest turtle. There we go. Alright, I'm sure there's a trick here. Let's find out.
We have several turtles with a lot of health when we get to that area, so make sure to conserve the health of your teammates. You're almost guaranteed to take some damage in the water level, so this part's pretty important that you conserve health here. This chainsaw guy's not actually the boss. As soon as you clear all the enemies on the screen, the boss will appear, and you can actually even destroy that guy's projectiles as Dawn. So now right up here, that door above us is the way out, but you can't just jump up here. You have to go to the right through this fun house of monsters. I usually keep Dawn on here, especially because there is a full pizza to the far right, and you probably want to use that to heal up your weakest person. Now, if everybody has full health, don't even go to the right, just climb the ladder, because if you were to miss this jump that's coming up, well, you might take some damage then, and you'd be happy that the pizza is available. Alright, so we're coming up to probably the most difficult jump in the entire game. It's the jump right before you get to the door where we leave here. Now, the trick to it is to walk all the way to the edge of the platform and to jump hard. You have to like hold the button down and definitely hold left. You want to kind of bounce off the ceiling. If you don't bounce off the ceiling...
Alright, so that's what we got to do. Alright, so let's try and do that. Alright, you know what we're gonna do? Yeah, we're gonna cheat. This isn't the original. We got save states, so we're gonna use them. I'm already cheating by watching the tutorial, so fuck it. Damn it. Alright, we made it. Alright. I don't know, I gotta kill some guys up here. And I think what I need to do is switch to Mike. right, we saved it. Yeah, let's go to the video.
Ceiling, if you do like a shallow jump, you won't make it and you have to go to the right and go back through again. It's not good. So that's the trick to beating that part. Walk to the edge and press the button hard. Well, once you're in the swimming stage, this is where Michelangelo really shines. Now, don't worry too much about the timer. If you follow this path that I'm about to do, the timer will not be a problem, so try to avoid taking some damage at the beginning. Definitely swim up at that area and avoid that seaweed in the bottom. It's an
Okay, let's try this first.
instant death hazard. We're going to come over here to the right, try to avoid this spinning wheel. If you take a little bit of damage, that's okay. Here's another bomb, defuse it. Now after this lightning, we're going to go down. It's very important. If you miss this bomb, the entire thing is messed up. So head over to the left, stay far away from that seaweed, that's the kind that can instantly kill you. And then head back to the right after you do.
Right, so let's do that. See where we're meant to go from here.
Defuse it. Alright, the wheel is a little bit tricky, but go back up and head to the right. Now, there's a very strong current here in the water, so it might help you get through the lightning before you defuse the bomb, but you might as well just get hit on your way out. Now quickly switch to whatever turtle you have that has the most health that's not Donatello. Alright, this part you can easily take a ton of damage here, so make sure to be able to pause and switch turtles if you're going to die. You do not want to lose a turtle here. You'll have to start the whole thing over. Although the bombs that you defused
right, so yes, switch turtles and do not die.
Will already be diffused, but that's not super helpful. Alright, the fourth lightning here is pretty hard to avoid, so you might just want to go through it. And head over to the right to defuse another bomb.
Alright, we want to head over there. Okay. All right. Yep. Let's try this. Let's see this one. Let's see what the tutorial says.
This lightning is also very difficult to avoid on the way back, so you might just want to go right through it. And there will be another bomb here to the right. Once again, you'll go back the way you came, and don't worry about the lightning, just go through.
Yep, did that.
Go down to the bottom and stay away from that instant death seaweed. The other stuff only deals damage, but that kind will kill you, and this is the last bomb, so if you're low on time, just...
Alright, so this is the last bomb. Alright, let's do this. Hell yeah! Fuck! Oh, what I meant to hit was
I am invincible!
Oh, Master Splinter!
It's me, Shredder. This is Shredder. Listen to me, turtles. We have taken Splinter to get him back. You must defeat the Foot Clan. We're waiting for you. Ha 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 ha.
We got April. Let's go and help Splinter! Alright, let's refer to the tutorial for what to do next.
Go through the lightning if you have to. And that's Area 2. Unfortunately, Area 3 represents a serious difficulty spike in the game. A lot of people get hung up on Area 3 the first time they play it, but we're going to handle it pretty well. We're about to take control of the Turtle Party van. Just walk right into it. Now, it comes equipped with a weak weapon that you can use, but we need to get missiles, so we need to go into this building right nearby. If we don't have missiles...
Wait, what was that?
It comes equipped with a weak weapon that you can use, but we need to get missiles, so we need to go into this building right nearby. If we don't have missiles, there's not too many other places we could actually go, so this is the spot that we need to start in. Use Donatello or Leonardo here. Donatello is probably the best against those fire-breathing guys that detach their head after you hit them once, but Leonardo is maybe more effective against all the other enemies in this set. Now, the enemies could change at any time and turn into the fire fiends instead of this enemy set, so be prepared for that if it happens. We're going to collect a pizza slice over here and then head back to the left on the top shelf. There's going to be a full pizza here soon, so keep in mind who needs a full pizza, but the most important thing that we need to get out of here are the missiles. We need at least 8 missiles to get through this area, and we're going to get a pack of 10 right now. So clear all the enemies here, and we're going to want to jump up through that small gap. It looks like we can't make this jump, but if you jump and hold left right at the peak of your jump, you'll kind of clip through the side of that platform, and you'll be able to go up to the left. Now, the way the game wants you to do this is to head to the right and make this really difficult jump. So this is a lot easier. You'll be able to attempt it a lot more times with less consequences, although if you do head to the left too much, you may respawn an enemy. Just kill that enemy in that case and continue on. But
Okay, I think I got the hang of this. There we go. Now you can just walk across this, is my understanding. But let's watch the tutorial.
After you've tried it a couple times, there it is. You want to just walk over this single space gap. Do not hit the jump button, you'll fall through. Your turtles can actually step over a small gap like that just by pressing to the right over it. And here is that full pizza that I had promised. We're gonna probably...
Oh yeah, by the way, guys, this is you can beat video games. You, the letter U, can beat video games. That's who it is. I didn't put it in the description of the things, but I will after. Yeah, that's who you need to go follow for this. All right, let's do it. what I think I need to do is just keep repeating that until I get enough bombs and enough missiles and enough health. Well, let's find out with the video.
We need to repeat this another time so that we could re-energize a lot of our turtles with the full pizza, and it wouldn't be bad to have another set of missiles so that we could use them against the steamroller enemies on the overworld. Like I said, you need to have 8 missiles to destroy barriers, so if you only have 10 and you accidentally shoot off 2 of them, well, then you can't use another missile at all. Feel free to repeat this one as many times as you need to. If you feel confident, there's a much easier pizza station a little bit later in Area 3, but it's probably worth trying to make sure that at least 3 of your 4 turtles are powered up at this point, especially Dawn and Leonardo. We're actually going to really use Leonardo in one of these areas up ahead. He's probably the most effective turtle for that spot. Alright, once you have 20 missiles or more, go in the party van, and we're going to head to the left and down. There's the first purple barrier that we need to shoot.
All right, let's go back there. All right, so we need to repeat this shit until we get it right. All right, so here we go. Yep, down. We're always going to get these flying bugs coming at us. There we go. Let's save again. we go. All right, come on, walk off the edge, you dick. Yeah, we go. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. I should have gone the whole route. Because now I have to. Right, I think we got enough missiles now, and I think we, yeah, well, all the turtles are back to full health. I think 40 missiles should be enough. Let's find out. Oh, thank you. You're wrong. Sorry, just noticed
To
your
the
message
left
there.
and down. There's the first purple barrier that we need to shoot. And we're going to head all the way over to the right. And then down again, another barrier. Now,
Okay.
these buildings here, this is a spot where you can pick up the scroll weapon. This is the earliest area where you can get the scrolls, and they're the most powerful weapon in the game. But I don't think it's very important to get them now. Like, what if you died later? Or what if you accidentally pick up another sub-weapon?
Okay, I need to go back over this.
And we're going to head to the left and down. There's the first purple barrier that we need to shoot. And
Yep.
we're going to head all the way over to the right. And then down again, another barrier. Now, these buildings here, this is a spot where you can pick up the scroll weapon. This is the earliest
Right, I
area
don't
where
need
you
to know
can
that.
get the scrolls,
Okay,
and
past
they're the
these.
most powerful weapon in the game. But I don't think it's very important to get them now.
Down there.
Like, what if you died later? Or what if you accidentally pick up another sub-weapon and it overwrites the scroll? You don't really need the scrolls at this point in the game, so I think it'll just...
All right, I think that's where I'm gonna need to stop. All right, let's try this. Damn it. That's what I was doing. Hang on, let's see where we're at.
You don't really need the scrolls at this point in the game, so I think it'll just save a lot of time to kind of skip over them for now, and we will worry about scrolls later in the game.
Okay.
When it's particularly important to have them. That was a pretty good shot with the missile there. It's not important that you be that good. And the little foot soldiers, you can just run them over. I definitely recommend driving the car with Raphael or Michelangelo since they're a little bit more expendable than Leonardo and Donatello here. And you don't take a
Let's see where we go.
lot of damage from the steamrollers when you're in the van, so it's not that important that you avoid them.
Yeah, let's do the save state again. Let's see what the YouTube has to say.
I said that jump at the end of Area 2 was the most difficult jump in the game. Well, this is going to be the most difficult platforming sequence in the game. None of these individual jumps I think is as difficult as that one at the end of Area 2, but combined, this is kind of a tricky part here. You're going to want to keep Dawn on for a moment so that you can kill any enemies below you here. And once we get to the platform below us, you should switch to Leonardo. I may have switched a little bit early there, it was a little bit dangerous. Now you're going to do small tap jumps here. Just tap the button and let it go, and be ready to attack when you land on the other side. Step over the small gaps and do a tap jump. Small tap jump, step over the gaps. Anybody needs a pizza, you should grab that half pizza now. And we're going to wait for this guy to just walk over the edge and fall into the water.
All right, let's try that. Excuse me. Leonardo was a bad choice. Save. Fucking.
Fuck off!
All right, you know what? Let's get back to the tutorial.
You should switch to Leonardo. I may have switched a little bit early there. It was a little bit dangerous.
That told me nothing. I'm just gonna keep saving. Alright, we're saving. Motherfucker.
Black girl magic!
Motherfucker.
What?
Motherfucker. Oh, come on.
Fuck off!
Alright, let's see what the tutorial has to say about this.
Now you're going to do small tap jumps here. Just tap the button and let it go, and be ready to attack when you land on the other side. Step over the small gaps and do a tap jump. Small tap jump.
Just
Step
tap
over
it
the
in.
gaps.
Just
Anybody need
just
the pizza?
tap
You should
it in.
grab that half pizza now. And we're going to wait for this guy to just walk over the edge and fall into the water. There he goes. Small tap jump. Small tap jump again. Be ready to attack. Step over the gaps. And then we're going to wait for this guy to fall into the water. And that's pretty much the end of the sequence. Now, if you fall into the water, you're going to have to repeat this section again. And that can be very frustrating, but stay with it. Just walk off the edge there, be ready to attack, and wait for this guy to fall off into the water. And then you're safe to jump over and get the full pizza. Now, this is one of my favorite pizza stations in the game, because
Ooh,
you can
pizza
just walk
station.
back in there, go down the ladder, get the pizza, and come right back out. Super effective. Make sure everybody is at full health, because we're actually about to encounter the second most difficult boss in the entire game.
Okay. Well, all right. I know it's a pizza station now. All right, let's see what the tutorial has to say.
And he's going to be in this section here. Alright, I like to use Dawn here so that you can attack through the platforms and use his range to maybe take out a couple enemies before you go down there. That looks clear. Jump down, just take out anything in front of you. Move forward. It would be nice if you got a sub-weapon for Michelangelo, because his regular attack is so terrible. So
that
if
makes
Mike
sense.
has a sub-weapon, and then I usually try to get one for Wrath and then Leonardo. But if you see a sub-weapon and pick it up by accident like I did with these boomerangs, well, you know, that's something that happens. Now head on through. We're almost to the boss. Jump up here, take out this fire guy. Could be a different enemy. And climb the ladder. Alright, now this jump looks kind of tricky, but it's really not. Just wait for that guy to walk away and jump.
Okay, so basically just go through that that level. All right, let's do it. Alright.
It's actually pretty easy, and here's the boss. Now, if you have a full-powered Michelangelo or Raphael, you may want to use them here because this boss has two forms. So you might think that you got him when you run his energy meter out, but then he switches to a second form. And the second form you really need Donatello for because this guy flies. The second form, I think that you can use them here because a full-powered Michelangelo or Raphael, you may want to use them here because this boss has two forms. So you might think that you got him when you run his energy meter out, but then he switches to a second form. And the second form you really need Donatello for because this guy flies, and you can just attack him upwards with the bow staff. Oh, we'll switch to Dawn. Oh, have the boomerangs on, just want his staff. And we've saved Splinter, and that is it.
Okay, well, let's try this. Oh, fuck, I didn't save. Keep saving. Got him.
I am invincible!
All right, get the blimp, chase the helicopter. You can do it. Let's see what this is about.
Area 3. Now, if you thought Area 3 was large, Area 4 is enormous. The
Is that
map can
right?
be fairly intimidating, but there are a number of different routes that all lead to the same end. I'm going to show you the path that I think is the safest way to go, that will give us a lot of extra pizzas to eat. And it all starts here with sub-level number 1. You can see they're all numbered right next to the door, which is convenient, so you'll always know you're in the right place. Get this pizza, exit back out the door that you came in, and make sure to come back and fill up all your turtle's health before you get going here in Area 4. The combat really intensifies in this area. You'll notice that Leonardo is not going to be as effective anymore. Same end. I'm going to show you the path that I think is the safest way to go that will give us a lot of extra pizzas to eat. And it all starts here with sub-level number 1.
Okay.
You can see they're all numbered right next to the door, which is convenient, so you'll always know you're in the right place. Get this pizza, exit back out the door that you came in, and make sure to come back and fill up all your turtle's health before you get going here in Area 4. The combat really intensifies in this area. You'll notice that Leonardo is not going to be as effective anymore because you're going to have to fight a lot of these red dragonfly enemies. And so you'll definitely want to equip him with a sub-weapon if you can find one. We're probably going to...
Okay, I get what you're saying. Alright, let's try this shit. Motherfucker. Yeah, okay, so we've saved there. All right, let's see what we do with the tutorial.
Going to get a bunch of the scroll sub weapons when we reach area 5. So if you have sub weapons, feel free to use them whenever you want here in area 4. The boss at the end is super easy, so there's no reason to save anything. And even if some of your turtles die in this level, I would press on, because you could always just lose a couple reason to save anything. And even if some of your turtles die in this level, I would press on, because you could always just lose a couple guys in area 5 and do a continue. You need to get that rope item. It's the blue square with the white stick figure. I'm not sure why the game designers included this item, but it is mandatory to progress through this.
All right, gotta get the rope there. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. All right, I'm just going out on a limb here. Guessing there's another one because we've got 3. Let's see what the tutorial says from here.
This stage. Alright, you'll come up here, and you may want to switch to Raph. Raph can take out these red dragonflies in 1 hit, and jumping boomerang guys in 3 hits. Now here's where you need the rope. As soon as you walk up to this post, you'll automatically use it. Just press 1, 2, 3, here. I'm not sure why they decided to include that, but it's something that you need to do.
Neither am I.
There's going to be a half pizza coming up, so if any of your turtles were damaged here, now's a good time to re-energize one of them. I'm going to give it to Leo. It's up here on the top. Take this guy out. Get the half pizza. Attack these enemies from above. Might as well switch to Dawn. Yeah.
All right, there's a half pizza up there. That's good to know. All right, let's see where the tutorial goes from here.
We're going to come down here. You're going to want to be Dawn here so that you can attack this jumping boomerang guy before you move down to the next level. Try to just avoid these robots. The lasers that they shoot deal a good bit of damage, but they're not too difficult to avoid. Go down the ladder, attack this guy from above. 1, 2. Head to the right. And that's the end of the first sub-level here in Area 4. Once we go through the door, we'll emerge in the overworld.
All right. Damn it. Okay, let's yeah. Let's see what the tutorial has to say.
Sub-level 2 will be right above us. Here it is. This is a good place to switch to Raph, or use Leo or Michelangelo with a sub-weapon equipped. If you don't have sub-weapons, I would stick with Raph. Try to avoid the boomerang guys for the most part, but you can easily take out the dragonflies and the laser enemies. Head down here, and we're going to want to switch to Dawn to take out this sub-boss by jumping.
Okay. All right, let's try this. see what the tutorial has to say.
Jumping above him and attacking straight down through the platform. Alright, straight down. We're going to want to switch to Dawn to take out this sub-boss by jumping above him and attacking straight down through the platform. Alright, excellent. More of the sub-weapon that Leonardo is using, so that's helpful.
Alright, let's do that. Alright, we're gonna need to see what's going on next.
About 1 in every 25 enemies will drop a sub-weapon. You all know what it is. It doesn't happen every time, but that's about the frequency that you'll see them, so you are likely to see some kind of sub-weapons fairly frequently if you are killing the enemies. Like I said, feel free to let them rip in here. And that is sub-level 2. Now here's the first fork. I like to go up at the fork and go into number 3.
Okay. So we got to use our sub weapons. Yeah, we'll stick with Mikey. Yeah, we gotta save. Let's see what this has to say.
Now here's the first fork. I like to go up at the fork and go into number 3. It's a single room that's very easy to clear with Donatello. You can actually just walk across those gaps at the bottom or just jump over them if you're... Go into number 3. It's a single room that's very easy to clear with Donatello. You can actually just walk across those gaps at the bottom or just jump over them if you're feeling uncomfortable. I like to use Mike there just in case I end up in the spikes. The spikes are not instant death, so they will damage you, but they won't immediately kill you. Death. So...
Alright, let's give it a try.
We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
All right, let's see how we go.
Just in case I end up in the spikes are not instant death. So they will damage you, but they won't immediately kill you. Head over and down into number 6. Have Dawn attack down to take out the boomerang guy. And start heading to the right with Raph or one of your other guys that has a sub-weapon. Take out the lasers. Continue to the right. You can take damage from the spikes. It's not that big of a deal, but you do mostly want to avoid them. The lasers are extremely weak. Any of the turtles can deal enough damage to take out the lasers in one hit.
Okay, so yeah,
And
I gotta
that's number
work
6.
out my way through this. Yep.
Now we're gonna head up. There's only one more.
Yep. Okay. Yep. This is gonna be a fun one. Ugh. Hey, I got out of there.
Black girl magic.
Oh, let's check the tutorial.
And that's number 6. Now we're going to head up. There's only one way we can go here. And that's going to be path 8, which is another single room. Alright. You can either kill these guys or just kind of avoid them and move forward. It doesn't feel necessary to go down there and get that. Just going to head forward. And you do need to jump back onto the treadmill to get up to the ladder. Perfect. Alright, we're going to want to go to the manhole above us here, and that's room 9, which
Alright, let's go back
and that's number 6. Now we're going to head up. There's only one way we can go here. And that's going to be path 8, which is another...
Okay, so there's only one way we can go. No problem. Okay, that wasn't half as hard as I thought it would be. So
single room. And that's we're going to head up. There's only one way we can go here. And that's going to be path 8, which is another single room. Go down there. You do need to jump back onto the treadmill. Right. We're going to want to go to the manhole above us here, and that's room 9, which has a mini boss. Very easy one.
alright, we gotta go to the mini boss. Yeah, let's see how this goes.
Just attack him from above with Dawn, as we always do. And this takes us to the big airstrip. Now, if you lost any of your turtles, you're going to want to head over to the end of the big airstrip, all the way to the right. And you will be able to find your dead friend. And they will be strung up in the middle. You can walk down there and pick them up, but then you should head back this way. If you have somebody that does a lot of damage on them, you might just want to have them die so that you can go over there and get them back with full health. But they would lose any sub-weapons that they had equipped at the time. Alright, number 12.
Okay. Wow. Let's have a look. Well, Mikey has. All right. Yeah, let's look at what this was again.
If you have somebody that does a lot of damage on them, you might just want to have them die so that you can go over there and get them back with full health. But they would lose any sub-weapons that they had equipped at the time. Alright, number 12 said use sub-weapons. Very good place for them. It's very important that you're killing enemies in one hit. It's difficult to hit enemies twice. They have a slight invincibility after you hit them. And right here is an invisible pizza. So right above that bouncing guy, take your lowest health turtle, jump, and the pizza will appear. Collect it. Definitely don't want to miss that pizza. Now with all these lasers on the ladder,
Well, okay, so I gotta try this. that was really dumb. Damn it. Oh, fucking yes.
I am invincible! Dollary dues!
He was just copping it sweet.
Copping it sweet.
All right, let's see what
Definitely don't want to miss that.
Yeah, the
pizza.
tutorial
Now,
has to
with all
say.
these lasers on the ladder, it's kind of difficult to use that one to just keep coming back and getting it. So I wouldn't consider it a pizza station, but it's important to get it at least that one time. Head straight down through number 15. We're gonna go on the upper treadmill here. The bottom is a dead
Okay,
end.
you know what? Let's see if I can actually do that. Let's see. Yeah, let's see if I can go back down there and collect the pizza. Okay, I'm getting there. Man, I need to take a piss.
He was just copping it sweet.
Copping it sweet.
Alright, I'm gonna save the game there. Yeah, I'm gonna save the game here. And yeah, I'm gonna come back a bit later and try and finish it from this point. Yeah, from this point in the video and this point in the thing. Yeah, it's oh anyway.
I don't want to sound like a queer or nothing, but I'm really gonna miss you guys when the show's over.
All right.